Welcome to Vast Infoverse, the space for thinkers, doers, and self-growers. Every week, we bring clarity, habits, and life tools that help you evolve one intentional choice at a time. This isn't just content, it's your personal growth launchpad. Let's begin. You ever feel like you're running on empty no matter how much you rest? That's emotional burnout, and today, we're going to explore 7 clear signs you might be experiencing it, along with practical ways to recharge. We'll start by understanding what burnout actually is, then walk through each sign so you can spot them early. Finally, we'll look at how to develop a mindset that supports learning, health, and personal growth so you not only recover, but also thrive. This isn't about overhauling your entire life overnight. It's about small, consistent changes that add up to a big shift. Stick around until the end because I'm going to give you strategies you can start using today to refill your energy and protect it for the long run. By the time we're done, you'll have the clarity and tools to start feeling like yourself again. Emotional burnout happens when your mental and emotional reserves are so depleted that even simple tasks feel overwhelming. It's more than just being tired. It's a state where stress outweighs your ability to cope, often leading to physical symptoms like headaches or digestive issues. Studies show that prolonged stress can affect brain regions linked to decision-making and memory, which explains why burnout impacts focus and mood. Imagine a phone constantly running too many apps. Eventually, it freezes or shuts down. Burnout works in a similar way for your mind and body. It often develops slowly, making it easy to miss until you're deeply affected. Recognizing it early is key because the longer it continues, the harder it can be to bounce back. By understanding what it is, you can better identify when it's time to pause, reset, and protect your emotional health before it spirals. This is when you wake up feeling like you've already worked a full day. You've had 8 hours of sleep, yet your body feels heavy and your mind sluggish. This type of exhaustion is rooted in emotional strain rather than just physical effort. For example, someone in a high-pressure job might feel drained not from the workload alone, but from constant emotional tension. Over time, the body remains in a low-grade stress state, which disrupts quality rest and recovery. To address this, start prioritizing restorative activities like gentle stretching before bed, listening to calming sounds, or setting boundaries on work hours. Even small changes, such as dimming lights earlier in the evening, can signal your body it's time to wind down. Chronic exhaustion is your signal that you need to restore energy at the source, not just push through with caffeine or sheer willpower. Enjoyed the video so far? If you have, hit the like and subscribe. It really supports the channel and lets me know you appreciate the content. Don't forget to check out the recommended reading in the description. Let's get back to it. When you're emotionally burnt out, concentration becomes a struggle. You might reread the same sentence multiple times or forget why you entered a room. This mental haze happens because stress hormones interfere with brain function, especially in areas tied to focus and memory. Imagine trying to drive through heavy fog. You move slower and second-guess each turn. In the same way, burnout forces your brain to work harder for basic tasks. A real-world example is missing important deadlines even when they're clearly written on your calendar. One way to address this is to create mental white space, short breaks where you step away from all screens and allow your brain to reset. Hydration, breathing exercises, and even changing your physical environment for a few minutes can help lift the fog. The goal is to give your mind breathing room so it can regain clarity. Detachment is when life feels muted, as if the volume has been turned down on everything you once enjoyed. You may not feel sadness exactly, but excitement and joy are absent too. This is often a protective mechanism. Your mind tries to shield you from overwhelm by dulling emotional responses. For example, someone who once loved painting might suddenly feel no urge to pick up a brush. Over time, this can make life feel flat and unfulfilling. To counter this, start reintroducing small, enjoyable activities without expecting immediate joy. You might take a short walk in nature or listen to a favorite song. The idea is to gently remind your brain what pleasure feels like, which can reignite your emotional connection over time. Detachment is a sign you need to consciously seek out and nurture moments of meaning again. You notice yourself snapping at people over minor inconveniences such as slow internet or a misplaced pen. Irritability often stems from having no emotional buffer left. Every stressor feels amplified. This isn't just about having a bad day. It's about feeling so overextended that even small demands feel like too much. In one workplace case, an otherwise calm team member began lashing out during meetings simply because they were juggling too many deadlines with no downtime. The best approach here is to pause and name what you're feeling before responding. Saying to yourself, "I'm feeling overwhelmed right now," can help create a gap between stimulus and reaction. Taking a few deep breaths or stepping outside for fresh air resets your nervous system. By recognizing irritability as a burnout signal, you can prevent unnecessary conflict and protect your relationships. When burnout sets in, even basic care like showering, eating healthy meals, or exercising feels exhausting. It's as if the do the thing switch is stuck in the off position. This often happens because your mind associates these activities with effort rather than reward. For instance, a person might avoid preparing a nutritious dinner not because they dislike it, but because the thought of cleaning up afterward feels too heavy. The key here is to make self-care so small it's nearly impossible to skip. That could mean standing up and stretching for 1 minute or drinking a glass of water before checking your phone in the morning. Over time, these micro habits can rebuild your sense of capability and slowly restore joy in taking care of yourself. Remember, progress counts even when it's measured in the smallest steps. That sinking feeling in your stomach before your day has even started is a strong sign of burnout. It might hit on Sunday evening or the moment your alarm goes off. This dread isn't just about the tasks ahead, it's about the mental weight you're carrying from constant pressure. For example, someone working in a tense environment might feel exhausted before stepping foot in the office simply because their mind is already bracing for stress. A helpful approach is to anchor your day with one genuinely positive thing to look forward to. It could be a 5-minute call with a friend, a favorite snack, or listening to uplifting music during your commute. By building in these moments, you shift your focus away from the heaviness and towards something lighter, which can help make the day feel more manageable and less daunting. Burnout can make even the smallest tasks feel like climbing a mountain. Sending an email, folding laundry, or making a phone call can seem unreasonably difficult. This feeling often comes from decision fatigue, where your mind is so overloaded that choosing or starting an action feels impossible. I once worked with someone who delayed renewing their driver's license for weeks simply because the process felt overwhelming, even though it was a simple errand. The way forward is to break tasks into the smallest possible steps. Instead of clean the kitchen, try wash 2 dishes, and see if momentum builds. Celebrate the completion of each step, no matter how minor. By lowering the entry point for action, you reduce the mental resistance and prove to yourself that forward motion is still possible, even on the hardest days. Recovering from burnout isn't just about rest, it's also about reshaping how you approach challenges. A learning-centered mindset focuses on curiosity, progress, and growth rather than perfection. This perspective helps you see mistakes as opportunities rather than failures, which reduces pressure and keeps motivation alive. Imagine approaching your job not with the fear of getting things wrong, but with the excitement of discovering new ways to improve. People who adopt this mindset tend to bounce back from setbacks faster because they view them as part of the process. To start, choose one area of your life to explore more deeply, whether it's a skill you've always wanted to learn or a healthier habit to master. Consistently seeking knowledge helps you stay engaged and adaptable, making it easier to navigate both stress and change over the long term. Your physical health directly affects your emotional resilience. Simple habits like staying hydrated, eating nutrient-rich foods, moving your body regularly, and practicing mindfulness can dramatically improve how you handle stress. Think of your body as the foundation for your emotional well-being. In one example, a busy professional noticed a significant drop in afternoon fatigue simply by adding a mid-morning walk and a water refill to their routine. These actions aren't about overhauling your life, they're about supporting it in small, sustainable ways. Mental nourishment is just as important. Spending time in nature, engaging in meaningful conversations, or reflecting in a journal can help restore balance. By caring for your body and mind in tandem, you create a feedback loop that strengthens your ability to manage challenges and recover from burnout more effectively. Burnout is not a permanent state. It's a sign that your mind and body need attention. We've covered 7 signs, from exhaustion and brain fog to irritability and detachment, and explored practical steps to address each one. The key takeaway is that small, intentional actions can lead to meaningful change over time. Instead of waiting for a perfect moment to reset, start with one manageable shift today, like adding a moment of joy to your morning or taking a brief walk during lunch. Recovery is less about grand gestures and more about consistent replenishment. Think of it as filling your cup slowly but steadily, sip by sip. You have the ability to restore your energy, rebuild your resilience, and return to a place where you feel engaged and inspired in your daily life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you in the next one.